So I've had the VIAIR 400P air compressor for about a year now, and I really think it's the best bang for the buck portable air compressor out there for off-road use. This air compressor can fill up my 35-inch tires and up to 80 psi no problem, and that's a big task for most air compressors to handle. Before I got this air compressor, I had a small Walmart one that was really cheap that I used on I actually bought it for a motorcycle, and it was fine at doing the tires on a motorcycle, but to fill up to 80 psi or to fill up a 35-inch tire, you need something with a little more power. So this VIAIR 400P, it works out great because for $250, I'm able to fill up my 35-inch tires, fill them up if I'm doing a lot of off-road driving, I want to air down, especially at the beach really. They have air compressors at the beach I go to, but sometimes there'll be a line. It's nice being able to pull off this side on my own, hook this thing up and re-inflate my tires. This VIAIR, another nice thing about it is that you just hook it up directly to the battery here, these battery leads, and then it comes with a hose that reaches all the way around my F-250, no problem. And then in addition to that, you have this kind of gas station style gauge and inflator. So once you hook all that up, you run the truck, or I run the truck because you can hear the air compressor is getting more power. And then it is a few minutes per tire, but it's really not bad, all things considered. Being able to air up off-road for a really long trail, it makes your ride quality a lot nicer. You get more traction when you air down your tires. And then also, if there's ever have a tire I need to patch, and then once I patch it, I'm going to re-inflate it. I'll use it to re-inflate trailer tires. There's really a ton of uses for having an air compressor. This air compressor lives under the back seat of my truck. I don't go anywhere without it. I definitely think that there are better options out there, like dual air compressors, like the ARB one. You can hard mount an air compressor underneath the truck for a cleaner install. You don't have to worry about hooking it up. But that's added cost, and depending, you gotta look at how often you're using it. I use this maybe a dozen times a year. So for me, it's not quite enough to be able to mount one up yet, or mount one up with a tank. But you just gotta look at how you're gonna use it. I will say this air compressor's given me no issues. In fact, we were airing up my fiance's horse trailer tires at her farm, and we left the air compressor outside just next to the trailer for I think a couple days in the rain, and there's a tiny bit of surface rust on a couple nuts. Wiped that off, and it's been working flawlessly since. So I really do truly recommend this air compressor. The only negative about it is that these do get really, really hot, especially after filling up my 4 35-inch tires on this truck. So you gotta be careful. I almost always scald myself a little bit every time I use this thing. But definitely recommend the VIAIR 400P. It's a great portable air compressor. It'll work great for most applications.